Hello, StarCraft fans. This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Pro Short Games. This is from a Wardy tournament he held back in early December. This is 4.0.2 patch, and let's get right on into it. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the first Terran player of this compilation. He is sporting purple, and his name is Optimus from Dead Pixels. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it's going to be the blue Protoss player. It's going to be Harstem. All right, so Harstem, probably the better-known player here. Optimus, maybe a little bit less known, but very, very good. Does very well in these times, matched up against people who are perhaps a little bit higher than him, but he doesn't care. He believes in his Terran skills. He's sporting the color purple, which I respect so much. I just love to see different colors. I do, which means this is all custom, right? Not ladder, and not official either. That's why we have the purple. Red versus blue most of the time, but every once in a while, we are helped. We are helped. All right, so this is just short games. This is just my attempt to show you what's going on in the short game aspect, the pro scene. I generally try to cast games that are a little bit longer, closer to 15, 17, 25, 30 minutes, to show the macro style stuff and what's going on in longer games. I just feel like those are more entertaining when you're watching a single game. But when it comes down to it, we also want to know what's going on when there are quick rushes. How do the pros execute these? How do they defend against them? So this is just, it's not cheese quite. We'll not say it's cheese, but it can just be a little anywhere from 5-minute timings to a 3-minute push that just goes extremely well for whatever reason. And we can learn what's going on in the StarCraft scene at the highest levels, both in the longer games and in the short games. So Reaper on the way here from Optimus, and it looks like Harstem trying to block this attempt to expand by Optimus. This Reaper not going to come out in time. No. You could, I feel like you could have won that. Wow, maybe you're really worried about that Reaper popping out here. Really could have murdered that SCV. Probe had it 1, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody can correct me there. So it's going to be a Reaper opening into a what for Optimus here? The answer is going to be, well, obviously he has his expansion, and it's a factory. All right, so there's your factory production. He swaps over, starts building a reactor with his barracks. Meanwhile, in Protossville, he's getting a Stalker. He's working on Workgate 2. So this looks like a 1-gate expand versus a 1-racks expand. Nothing too insane so far. I'm not entirely sure how we get to the point that somebody wins this shortly, but that's why we watch. That is why we watch these games. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any proxies. I don't see anybody really planning on showing up with a huge army anytime soon here. Probe coming back in. Oh, can the probe get this SCV? Where did the Reaper go? He made a Reaper. Where is it? Did I entirely miss that thing? He did pause the expansion just a little bit, which is not, I mean, game ending by any stretch. There you are. There you are, purple Reaper coming on up. Oh, Stalker trying to get rid. Oh, does kill the SCV, the expansion. Oh, that's it. That's all it took. Optimus taps out with the GG. I was so confused for a little bit, but no, that makes sense. All right, so Optimus not able, good heavens, not able to build his expansion at the timing that he wanted to, and decided no. Nope, I'm done. I can't beat Harstem when he's on 2 base and I'm on 1 base for this long. Absolutely not. And he was done. So whoosh. Guess that happens sometimes. Okay, we'll come back with more of these short games from Falcon Paladin and Wardy in just a second. More short games from Falcon Paladin. We'll continue with the game between Gumiho and Thermi here on Odyssey, the latter edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we've got the blue Terran player. His name is Uthermal from Team Liquid. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, it's going to be the red Terran player, Gumiho from Psystorm Gaming. Yes. Yes, 2 amazing Terran players going at it in a short game that is sure to be amazing. Well, both these players, man. Both these players. Did you see Gumiho's performance in the WCS BlizzCon? Did ya? Did you see what he managed to do? He was great. He was so very good. And then Uthermal on the other side of things, just a fantastic player in his own right. Has many, many good wins under his belt. Probably the more cheesy player. Gumiho more creative overall, I would say. But Uthermal's doing this stuff more often. There's the proxy. Oh, it's a double proxy. It's a double proxy. Yes. Double barracks proxy here. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 in the south, 1 in the north. Both players are going for gas as well, so I feel like we're going to see a proxy 3 racks Reaper on both sides of the map. Is anybody scouting this? Heck no. Scouting's for noobs. Why would you ever scout this? Why would you ever need to know what your opponent is doing? That is what the pros feel like. And, I mean, I just don't feel like it costs you games, but perhaps that is the price worth paying for being a winner. I don't know. I honestly don't know what to say. Ooh, double gas from Gumiho. This could very well be a follow-up. Follow-up with Cyclones, very possibly here. Yeah, there's your first Reaper from the Uthermal. And first Reaper from Gumiho here, too. So it's going to be Reapers. Ah, there's the double gas from Uthermal. So both players, I think, have plans for this. Maybe you do need double gas to go 3 Rax Proxy Reaper. Maybe you need it. I don't know. If anybody goes for a factory, then we'll know. Then we will know. All right, so SCV coming on up here to see exactly what we're dealing with. Is there a wall-off? Wall-offs don't matter with Reapers, yo. They really don't. Yeah, Uthermal's not even trying. Not even trying to wall off, but this they're using the exact same build. Come in with the SCV. Got the Reaper, too. Going to town here. It looks like Uthermal's is a little faster, but Gumiho's is showing up now inside this mineral line. It's going to be, again, you can't kill a Reaper in the hands of a good player with just SCVs or other types of workers. It's never, ever going to happen. They'll never let you surround it. Even at the platinum levels, even at gold levels, you'll never see it happen. It's just the Reaper control is too good. Generally too good here. So who's going to win this thing? I don't know. We're watching the dead worker count increase immensely here. 7 have gone down for Gumiho. 3 have gone down for Uthermal. KDA charge blowing on down. Is this just a race to kill all of the workers as fast as you can? Nobody's coming back to actually fight. This is amazing. Nobody can hold this. There's absolutely no holding it. It's just a complete free-for-all. Murdering all the SCVs on the map. There's 1 SCV remaining for each player. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is, but Uthermal taps out. Whoa, Uthermal leaves, is defeated. Gumiho is your winner. I don't... No. Hold up. Hold up. Why? I mean, okay, so right here. Here's the GG. Uthermal's left. Let's take a look what we have. We have 1 SCV and 4 Reapers per team. It's even. It's an even Steven kind of a thing here. Is it a draw, basically? Because, I don't know. Okay, let's see where those SCVs are. Can we do that? SCV, yep, with his army, and SCV was out here in the middle of the map. So, I mean, maybe he knew he couldn't defend his SCV. That is just, it's mind-boggling. Why did he tap out here? Was it, I mean, so his command center is not as hurt as Gumiho's is. Maybe he knew it was a race to kill the orbital command? This is so weird. Somebody explain it to me. All right, that's game 2. Welcome back with the Zerg this time in game number 3 in just a second. Welcome back to the short games from the pros. This one will be between NoRegreT and Semper on Odyssey, the latter edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we've got the blue Terran player from Root Gaming. His name is Semper. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, it's going to be the red Zerg player, NoRegreT. Oh, he's known. He's known for his early strategies. Do we call it cheese? Do we call it cheese? I don't know, but he tries to kill his opponents fast pretty much every time. He will continue to send Zerglings across the map to finish you off. If you hold off one of his pushes, don't think he's going to sit back and Makarata that. No, sir, he will show up in 34 seconds with 12 more Zerglings and see if you can handle that one. So, Semper needs to be prepared. Got to be prepared for something here. I assume NoRegreT's going to be the one making this a short game. On the other hand, it could, in fact, be Semper. Could go for some kind of crazy one-base play, which is why this is fun. Oh, are you fast expanding to the gold, NoRegreT? You are. You are fast expanding to the gold, which is pretty far away from your main on this map. It's not an easy hold here, but considering the fact that pros don't scout, as you'll notice here, Semper is not scouting. He does not know this is coming up. He does not know this is going to happen to him. This reminds me, oh golly, is it Vani Research Station? It used to be a thing where Zergs would take that gold and it just helped them immensely. The rush distance was short. All of these factors combined to Terrans and Protoss just essentially scouting that gold base by default every game. And then killing the hatch if it was there. It happened to me, I can tell you that much. I was like, oh, the pros are doing this. I will mimic it because that's what I'm good at. And no, I started doing it, and more often than not, the other player would scout it and send a couple Marines or Zealots over and just destroy my expansion hatchery, and I would be very sad. Players that scout, man. Really ruin your day. All right, so actually SCV scouting is Semper. Good for you, Semper. Very happy about this. He's going to see the complete lack of expansion, but then he's going to see the timing on this. Will he see the timing on the spawning pool? Maybe not. Maybe he will not. He's going to see. Is he going to see the drones transfer here? Oh, he sees it. He sees it. He catches it. He's going to head on down. It's okay, there's an expansion. Now I know. Reaper is going to go that way. Reaper going to go to the expansion that I know exists because I saw the drone train. Great timing. out of Semper, making that happen, making it Marines, building a factory here too. He's going to probably make a couple Cyclones and just wreck. There's a Queen, but it is not done yet. Oh, these drones need to run. Drones, get out of there. Get out of there. You got some Zerglings that are coming. They're going to help a little bit. Oh, tried to turn one of them into a Spore. Didn't do it. Now they're all off. Oh, they almost surrounded. They're off the minerals, off the work. And, oh, get out of there, Reaper. Hopping down to the low ground. Beautiful. Beautiful save there from our Reaper. But, oh, it's in trouble. It's in trouble. It's so far away from reinforcements. Yes, he's making the Zerglings here, which is good. I'd almost toss down a Spine Crawler. If I was NoRegreT in this position, you know that Semper is going to come back. You just know he's going to come back here. That's a Baneling Nest. Is he going to Baneling bust Semper from the gold expansion first? Yes, I sincerely hope that he does. That would be so fun. All right, I haven't seen a Baneling bust in forever at the high levels. Yep, Spore Crawlering these drones here inside the main base as the Reaper going to town. Once the Queen's out, though, again, it gets just real hard. It gets real hard to do much with the Reaper, as we've noticed for a while now. So double Hellion opening here from Semper. Is probably going to do this anyway. I don't imagine that gold base has really changed his plans all that much. Well, quadruple Reaper opening here. Got a starport, got a barracks with a tech lab. What are you doing with your starport? Go be Banshee, Liberator, what? Oh, he is moving over onto the tech lab. So, Cloak Banshee? What's he do? It is? It's going to be Cloak Banshee with Hellions. Oh, Semper. This is going to be good, but guess what? Speedlings are in your natural, killing your dudes. Hellions should be able to clean this thing up. Great positioning. Come up this ramp, make them come to you, and then roast them alive. Okay, so a couple SCVs died. Not the end of the world. The Ling pressure is actually going all the way back home here. Did he? Wait, Roach Warren. Oh, he got his Baneling Nest scouted, so he canceled it and went for a Roach Warren instead. Smart. Smart, NoRegreT. I'm liking that very much indeed. Holding the Zonlog Watchtower on the left side are those Lings. Going for a lair is NoRegreT at his expansion as well. Now, here's the thing. NoRegreT is playing completely in the dark. He does not know what is going on. Considering it's just Hellions out, he could probably move an Overlord in, a slow Overlord in, and see this coming. But this Cloak Banshee, if this Cloak Banshee just absolutely wrecks him, it's going to be sad times for the Zerg player. But Semper knows what to do. He is a machine. He's pushing out with his Hellions. He's going to try to roast up some stuff at NoRegreT's natural. All he's got is some Lings. Not enough Lings, mind you, and a whole ton of drones and one Queen. But the Zerglings running up. No, the wall's open. No, Semper, no. Oh, boy. Hellbat transformation. This is going to be a good one. Banshee here. Hellbat's roasting up everything in the natural. There are so many Zerglings inside this base, though. Hellbat with some SCV support. Is it going to be enough to clean this thing up? Possibly. I don't know, but the natural base is completely gone. There is no saving this base for NoRegreT. Banshee trying to take down an extractor. That's not really what there you go. Your priority target should be the Spore, which is going to get no shots off. No shots off at all. Got an Overseer, Cocoon, got some Roaches, but this is a very, very strong play here. Did he clean this out? He cleaned this out. Yeah, he got Hellbats. He got SCVs. And it looks like Semper might have this thing. Sure, he lost a ton of SCVs, but he's going to kill the expansion of NoRegreT. I just don't see saving it at this point. I really don't. He's on one base against a two-basing Terran here. Sure, there are some Roaches, but the Banshee just absolutely laying unholy death upon all of these Roaches. Another Banshee shows up here. Banshee's got 5 kills already, and the Roaches decide we don't want to be here and get murdered. So the lairs here as well for NoRegreT. He's going to lose his ability to tech up. There's a Hydralisk Den. That's part of the play here too for the Zerg player, but Semper continuing to make Banshees. Now starting in for some Cyclone production. Has a nice wall at the front here too, and a Banshee defending. These Lings had some ideas, but they are forced to retreat from that location extremely quickly. Spire for NoRegreT. He is not expanding, you guys. He absolutely is not expanding. He's trying to go one base, Ravager, Ling, Roach here. Are there any tanks? Tanks would be pretty good for the defense, but nope. Absolutely not. Got Cyclones, which are very good against Roaches. Not as good against the Ravagers here. It's 63 to 66 total supply. This is good. I think NoRegreT needs to win this now, but he might be able to do it. He's got Lings. He's got Ravagers. The Lings are pretty much useless right now. But trying to corrosive bile down those dudes dodged well in advance. Banshee just absolutely wrecking from above. Another Banshee coming from the backside here. NoRegreT desperation mode right now. Semper with a great hold. And that's it. NoRegreT is defeated. Semper is victorious here in 7 minutes and 2 seconds. And that was good. See? Scouting, you guys. Scouting. He saw this. Shut it down. Was able to wall off. Unfortunately, left his door open here into his main base. This was probably closer than it should have been, but he managed to hold it with some Hellbats and some SCVs, sacrificing their lives to make it happen. Walled up here and called it good. All right, more short games coming at you from Falcon Paladin in just a second. It's another TVZ on Odyssey, but different players this time. In the bottom right-hand corner of Odyssey, the Ladder Edition, we've got the red Terran player, Illusory, from OSC Esports. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, it's going to be the blue Zerg player, Nerchio. All right. So Nerchio for Euronics Gaming. I want to say that's where he is. Did he move? Why do you guys move teams? You should stay on the same teams forever, because that makes it much easier for people like me to know what's going on in the StarCraft 2 scene. Nerchio, StarCraft 2 at the Liquidpedia. He plays for... Why are you not on the initial thing? It is Euronics Gaming. Okay, good. Okay, good. According to Liquidpedia, it's the Euronics. So how's this one going to be short? Is the question. There's a pull first from Nerchio, but again, that could be a defensive play. Okay, so Illusory is going for some kind of a 3 racks play here. He's got the gas up fairly early for the timing on that barracks. Yeah, look at that gas timing. He's going to have way more than enough gas to make a single Reaper, which makes me think it's going to be something else. Very well could be. And there's the expansion from Nerchio. Pull first into a hatchery here at 17 supply. What did I say? Go. There it is. All right, there's your 17, and your extractor's already up here too. So yeah, nothing too crazy from Nerchio. He's not going proxy hatch or anything insane like that, which is dead fun, but also hard to pull off if your opponent has any kind of situational awareness, which at this level they do. All right, it's going to be a Reaper. It's definitely going to be a Reaper. Got 50 gas left over, which just means he's planning on doing something with gas a little bit early here. We have to figure out what it is. And there's the expansion from Illusory as well. So who's going to be the one to try to end this thing early? Who's going to be pushing out, whether it's going to be a Nerchio Roach Ravager push, but no sign of a Roach Warren yet for the Zerg player. Is he going to expand to the gold? No, there's an Overlord scouting it, but there's no drones anywhere nearby. Couple Lings pushing across. This could just be a thing where Lings get super lucky and Illusory's control isn't as great and he's just out. I mean, that's what we saw in the second game, wasn't it? I feel like that's what that was. Anyway, Slower Lord moving on in, got some Lings coming too, taking the high ground because the direct path is likely to have them run into a Reaper, which, again, that's bad. Bad for slow Lings is running into Reapers. Be where the Reaper is not. Pro tip there. Lings rolling on in. There's really nothing to stop them from messing with this SCV, building this command center. And yeah, they're going to force it to run or they're going to kill it. There's really no between. There it is. It's dead. So Illusory not able to expand. Good wall there, though. Does have the wall up. Lings are attacking, but there's not much else they can do right now. That forces the Reaper all the way home. If you're sick of dealing with Reapers, you guys, go pool first. Come back here. Force the Reaper to come home and deal with your Lings. And that way your queens are going to be out. You'll be just fine when the Reaper shows up here. So finally killing that Ling. Where'd the other Zergling go? No, he's hiding. You sneaky Zergling. Trying to kill. No, not going to happen. This SCV is going to live because he has a protector. He has an escort. Whoa. Are you going 3 command center here? Yes, 3 command center here. Very quick expansion. I mean, Nerchio's got his third base about halfway complete, so fair enough. Might as well. There's no way there's going to be any kind of significant pressure from Nerchio in the next couple of minutes anyway here. Not with his third base. That's coming on up. He wants to be able to saturate it. He wants to be able to do the things that get him into the mid game and the late game. It's a big Zergling push, though. Oh, maybe. This could just come down to a big Speedling Hellion Reaper exchange in the middle of the map. But no, the Lings are going to the north side. Again, taking that same path that he took the first time around. Oh, there's nothing to defend. Illusory, no! The Ling push. How? Why? All right. And the wall's down. Oh, Illusory. Oh, Illusory, look at the army. We just got to the third base. What is happening? Run! Protect with the Hellions. Buffer for the Hell. Oh, but more Lings rolling on in here. Where are these guys coming from? 2 Hellions against SCVs trying to make this thing happen. I mean, the fire's helping, but no, Illusory's out. He knows all of his stuff is gone, and he taps out at 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Yeah, those little Ling pushes at about 4 minutes. Pretty good against Protoss and Terran these days. Pretty good. I want to consider it if you're a Zerg. All right, more cheese coming at you. Well, cheese and short games. Short games coming at you in just a second. It's a PvP edition of Short Games from the Falcon Paladin today. It's going to be a game between Rotterdam and Marsman on Neon Violet Square, the latter edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is the orange Protoss player Marsman from Encon Gaming. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, it is the green Protoss player Rotterdam. Yes, this guy's great. He's a funny caster. He's a knowledgeable caster. He's way better at playing StarCraft than I am as well. So watch this guy. Watch him be good. We got orange and green. You guys know how to make me happy. You know how to be making me happy here. So both players building... Nope, actually walling off here is Marsman. What? Since when do you wall off in a PvP? I don't understand. Going for the gas. Everything else looks the same here. I don't see anything crazy that he's doing. He's just choosing to wall off. So, keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that one for sure. He's double gassing pretty early as well here. I mean, Rotterdam's going to go for his second gas after his second gateway is done, but this just seemed early. Is he going to go for a Stargate or something? Oh, there's the second gateway. His timing's maybe just a little bit different. Build order perhaps not too crazy. Look at Rotterdam scouting his base. Oh, there could be pylons here. There could be a cannon here. That'd be bad. That'd be really, really bad for me. And there's your second gas, and there's your second gateway, and then your cyber core comes up once that gateway is done. And then there it is. All right, so Rotterdam doing nothing insane here. And it looks like Marsman kind of following suit, except for the fact that he's, again, got his gas earlier and is effectively walling off. Although, is that a gap? That looks like a gap. Looks like you can slip through there, but maybe not. Maybe not. It's very close. Very close indeed. All right, so what these players do after the cyber core is generally going to tell us what's going to happen for the rest of the game here. Cyber core is done. Oh, the proxy. It's the proxy from Marsman. Yes, this is what we like to see. This is why we're here. It's for the proxies. All right, cyber core is done. It's time. You got to throw a pylon up so you can build something first, dude. No, Marsman, not going to happen. Ooh, could it be Stargate opening from Rotterdam, though? All right, that seems fine. And there's your pylon from Marsman. It's just late is what it is. I mean, he's got the gas income here. He's working on Warp Gate, getting a couple stalkers just to keep him alive. Just to keep him alive through the first couple minutes of the game, and then his proxy will come into play. So again, just a couple stalkers here, and it's going to be adepts for Rotterdam. And again, it's not necessarily that one is better than the other. It's just a matter of positioning. Can you get your adepts to a point where they are threatening, right? Threatening to come in and kill all your stuff and keep the stalkers at home, or is it straight up battle, in which case the stalkers are just going to win? They're just going to win against the adepts. They just have more damage. They have more HP. It's a bad thing. Bad place to be. And it is going to be... Oh, it's a Dark Shrine from Marsman. Is it a DT Rush? Please, yes. Please, yes. And Phoenix Play from Rotterdam here as well. So the Stalkers, this is a good position for the adepts to be in. This is what they want. They want to be able to keep these Stalkers at home. Perhaps not while getting shot this much, though. Jeez. The adepts... Oh, they didn't even get in. They got the pylon block, Marsman. Got the pylon block, and his other adept is going to die here. Rotterdam gets absolutely shut down by Marsman. I don't know much about this guy. Oh, he's lived. She lived, rather. The adept ended up living. That's beautiful. And didn't get the scout either. Rotterdam is completely in the dark here as to what tech is coming up from his opponent. Did he see? He saw the expansion. He saw the expansion. Got to kill his own pylon here as Marsman. Yes, indeed he does. And Probe moving over. Going to throw up a forward. These takes forever to build. A forward pylon. Yeah, so that he can warp in. Is he going to make a gateway as well so he can get the quick warp in? Possibly. Phoenix moving on in. Stalker's here ready, though. Stalker's... Oh, look at the timing. He comes over at basically 3 seconds before the Phoenix show up. Wham, wham. Yes, for sure. You can kill a couple probes, but no, not much else. Not sure if Phoenix paid for themselves in that particular situation. I'm going to say they didn't. All right, so here's the slow warp in for now. It's a slow build of the Dark Shrine and a slow warp in of the Dark Templar. And here goes nothing. Zoom, 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 zoom. Dark Templar moving on into the natural base. Does Rotterdam have detection? No. He's got a robotics facility. It's not done yet. Okay, now it's done. Now it is done. Oh, but if you kill this pylon, if you kill that pylon, oh, I think he's got it. I think Rotterdam is dead. Yes, it's getting healed by the shield battery, but the DPS is too high. Too high on the Dark Templar. Bam. Oh, look how close it is. It's 1 second. 1 second away from completing. Can you kill these other pylons? No. No, I mean, what are you doing? You have to make decisions here. All right, so Observer pops out. Dark Templar is murdering some stuff here inside the main base. The probes are pulled. Maybe it's not. Gets picked up and murdered. Other DT going to town. Yes, it's a lot of dead probes. It's 6 units, 6 probes lost. Wait, what? There were 6 probes lost down here? Wow. All right, and 3 probes killed by Marsman. So actually did not go nearly as well, I think, as Marsman hoped it would. Perhaps if he'd built a gateway and had a faster warp in. And again, maybe if he goes after these pylons as they're being constructed, he can keep that observer from popping out. It turns into kind of an endless killing pylon game there, which is not great. Not great for the DTs. All right, here comes the Phoenix Flock. Rotterdam doing just fine, thank you very much. Who proclaimed him dead? Who was that? Pfft. Certainly not me. Stalker grew pretty scary, actually, back home, though. Picking off these Phoenix pretty well. A bunch of probes dying as well, but can't stick around. Can't stick around unless you stick around in the natural base. Some more harassment going on in here. Again, Phoenix good, but can't win games for you. Do you have Blink yet? No. Yes, does have Blink. Does have the Blink, but it was on cooldown. Could have chased down one more, possibly, and murdered it. All right, so we're 2 base to 2 base. Things seem to have stabilized just a little bit here. Immortal production beginning. Immortals are the key to PvP. Just absolutely 100% the key. You show up with more Immortals than your opponent, and it really doesn't much matter what else you have. Unless they're just, like, all Zealots for some reason, which I don't know why that would happen, but even then, you could probably win. Probably win. Another Immortal pops out here. You're really worried about an attack, aren't you, Rotterdam? Really worried about one. On the other hand, Marsman's worried about the Phoenix. He's stuck inside. He's stuck inside his home with the Stalkers. That's all he's really making. He's working on charge. They're working on Zealot legs, increasing their walk speed and giving them the charge ability. Getting a Forge too, but nobody going for a 3rd base. Nobody really moving out at this point in time. Well, I'll take this bit of a downtime to say, come watch me cast live StarCraft at twitch.tv/GauntletSC2. There's a link in the description. I will be there at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, casting with just Jordan. It's going to be a great time. GM level stuff, pro level stuff. Sometimes we get people like Neve and Scarlet to stop by and compete and try to earn 50 bucks. It's good. It's a good time. Gauntlet Global Open today, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Come say hi. Come say hi to me. I'll say hi to you back. I watch the Twitch chat. I know how this works. You guys like to be acknowledged. You like it very much, so check it out. I guess another plug for Patreon. If you want to support daily Legacy of the Void stuff and Brood War on the Saturdays, you can go to patreon.com/FalconPaladin. You can sign up for as little as $1 a month. If every one of you guys pledged $1 a month, it would be amazing. It'd be the greatest. It'd be so useful to help me in finding the time and finding the way to continue to cast daily StarCraft. I'm almost at 3 years, you guys. Been doing this for 3 years. Now, that is amazing. That is an amazing length of time. I've really enjoyed it, and if you'd enjoyed it as well, join me. Join me in this discovery and this journey. All right, enough plugging. Enough plugging. These guys are not doing their thing. This is why this is a small replay file. It's because they sat here for 5 minutes in the middle. All right, it's time. It is time to go from the Rotterdam. Going to move on out. We've got a super awesome looking Archon. Wow. Turn around a little bit, dude. I want to see... Oh, wait. Okay, that might work. I don't know. Archons. See, Archon's good? Archon's good. Yeah. Dang. That is fantastic. That is just really enjoying that. Okay, so moving on here. We have our battle. Whoops, Stalkers versus Zealots here, but oh, the lifts on the Stalkers, allowing the other Stalkers to murder them here. Rotterdam has a great composition. He's got Zealots for tanking, got some Immortals for doing the damage, Phoenix to lift other stuff as well. This is not going well for Marsman at all. Yes, he's got some Zealots here, but they are dying very quickly, getting lifted and murdered by the Phoenix. Extra damage versus Light. The Archons in the front trying to do what they can against this incoming force. Yeah, they don't do extra damage versus anyone, but they don't take extra damage either, which makes them a pretty decent splash damage attack style thing here. More Stalkers warping in the defensive advantage. Defender's advantage kicking in here for Marsman, but it's 86 to 57 total supply. That shield battery is trying to heal, but it's dead. Archon, or Immortals rather, just absolutely rocking on in here, killing the pylons, depowering the shield battery. There is a cannon here. Is it enough? No, because the cannon is dead. Again, the Immortals are absolutely doing the heavy lifting here. Phoenix assisting quite a bit, especially with the Zealots on the ground. They actually took out an Immortal. Like I said, Zealots pretty good against Immortals here. You actually have to micro against them. And, oh, stays alive. 7 hit points, and that's a good game from Marsman. Marsman is defeated, and Rotterdam was victorious. Is he still? Rotterdam wants to keep doing this thing. So we're going to mute him and wrap it up. Yeah, that DT attack is just a little bit too late. Rotterdam wasn't able to scout. New detection is going to be important at this point. Got the detection out. Held. Pushed with a very nice composition of Immortals, Phoenix, Zealots, and now some Void Ray. Some Void Ray play here as well. And again, Immortal count really matters. Marsman made 0 Immortals. Made Archons instead. Archons were good, just not great. Just not great here. I mean, resources lost. Probably going to tell this story. Yep. 7,000 resources lost for Marsman compared to 3,500 for Rotterdam. So that's going to be it. All right, more cheese, more short games coming at you from Falcon Paladin in just a second. More short games coming at you. This one's going to be a game between Hellraiser and Rogue here on Blackpink, the Ladder Edition. In the top right-hand corner of the map, it's going to be the red Zerg player, who I don't think is the actual Rogue, but he's going by Rogue. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, though. And in the bottom left-hand corner, it's going to be the blue Protoss player, Hellraiser. Nobody part of a clan to any extent here in this game, but I feel like this probe has some shenanigans. Planned. I'm going to do a quick check for Hellraiser. StarCraft. And he's got a Liquipedia page, so that's pretty good. He plays for Izimba. He's from Ukraine. And that's all I know about him right now. So, all right, this is Hellraiser. He's a dude from the clan Izimba, which is a pretty darn good clan. If this is Rogue, is there more Rogue in this tournament? I don't know. I'll have to look at it for sure. All right, so nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy going on here. Hellraiser actually going by golly. That was a Nexus first play. Nexus first play from our Hellraiser. A gateway here too. So he's playing pretty greedily, but thankfully for him, Rogue went for a hatch first into an extractor into a pool. So he won't be able to put any pressure on at this point. I've been in this position. It doesn't feel good as a Zerg player to go hatch first against Protoss and say, haha, I will have an advantage. And then you scout and see they went Nexus first, and suddenly your advantage is negated. It's just toast. If they go gate expand, yeah, you're in a good position. But with a Nexus first, you can't stop it. And then a 2 base, 2 Nexus, 2 chrono boosting Protoss player against your 2 bases is going to be just fine. So we'll see how this works out for our Hellraiser player playing again. Well, let's check APMs real fast. Average 300 for Rogue in the early game. Could be an indication. It is the Rogue, plus he went 3 hatch, plus he's not drone scouting. He's just slow overlord scouting here, which just means he's supremely confident in this match. Hellraiser making Zealot. Man, are you worried about early lings? Because that's not really going to happen. Not at all. In fact, despite the fact the spawning pool is done, Rogue has 0 Zerglings. Okay, he just actually popped out 6. Just popped out 6. So maybe there are some plans here. This is a difficult thing to wall off, but I think he's got time to do it. Zealot pops out. Gonna try to hold this ramp. You need like another gateway here is what you need. Slowlings heading on down, holding the Zelnaga watchtower. Down here in the bottom right, this is so dang wide open. Why would you leave this so wide open against a Zerg player? Hellraiser, no! Don't be doing this. Zerglings trying to sneak their way up in a way they're not getting detected. Oh, it's droplings anyway. Your wall mattereth not. Your wall does not matter. You're going to get droplinged in your face. Oh, that robotics facility is here. Is there really anything that can stop this? No. Absolutely not. 3 minutes and 11 seconds in. Oh, Stalker. Oh. Stalker, start shooting now. Oh, it shuts it down. Hellraiser shuts it down with a single Stalker. Oh, hero Stalker. I just want to pet your spiky head. Pet. But more lings showing up here. Rogue is playing this thing extraordinarily aggressively. Holy shamoly. All right, Zealot, do your thing. Oh, no, it's not a wall. No, Bob, no. Now the probes have to fight. That's it. tiny little things, man. Hellraiser's out. Rogue is victorious. Oh, again, it just comes to tiny, tiny little things sometimes. This was not a wall. He thought it was a wall, but it was too big for a single zealot to hold it. And that's all she wrote. Ugh. Ugh, that hurts my soul, even though I am a Zerg player. But man, that's got to kill. Okay, more short games coming at you still in just a second. We've got more NoRegreT for you on this short games compilation. Are you surprised? Because you shouldn't be. Here on Blackpink, the latter edition, it's going to be the blue Zerg player NoRegreT against, in the top right-hand corner, the yellow Terran player Eternal. I love the yellow. I just do. This makes units pop. Beautiful stuff. All right, so who's going to be our cheeser today? Who's going to be the one who is defending? And by cheese, again, it could just be a quick 2-base push. Legacy of the Void is fast enough that you can do a quick 2-base push in about 5 or 6 minutes that kind of would be cheese back in Heart of the Swarm, but no, not here. Not here in Legacy of the Void. It's a 2-base play, and it takes 2 bases to do, therefore not cheese. Therefore not cheese. I mean, I don't know. Is that true? If you go 2-base battle cruiser, that's probably still just cheese. The definition needs some working. Needs some work for sure. So, hatch first here out of NoRegreT this time. Surprisingly macro opening. Eternal, on the other hand, going for a 1-Rax expand. Got his gas about finish here. Got his barracks about 50% complete. Working on that mineral count to expand. Oh, no. No. SCV actually heading on out. Perhaps with some designs on his mind. Got his drill, got his grippy thing, got his jetpacks. He is hovering above the ground, trying to go a place where this Overlord can't see him. That does not work well at all for him. He's absolutely seen by that Overlord. All right, so he knows it's coming. Maybe it's just a scout, though. He doesn't care if he's seen. He's like, I'm scouting you. Ta-da. Maybe, oh, but forward bunkers would be pretty fantastic here as well. It is Marines for Eternal. Do it, man. Do some bunker stuff. No, he's expanding. No, he's expanding. Huh. All right. Fair enough. He is expanding. Got a Marine. He's going to try to shoot these Overlords out of the sky. He's got a big job ahead of him, but I believe in his ability to murder all of these Overlords by himself. Look at him shooting up. I got these guys all by myself. And can the Overlord get to the high ground before he's murdered? Possibly. Where's high ground, says the Overlord. I need to find some high ground. Is that not high? This isn't high ground. What? No. Another Overlord heading on down, trying to see what is up down in the southern sections of the map. Got his antenna, got his mandibles. Everything looks pretty much standard, as is right now. Yeah, killing that Overlord was nice. There's your factory, too, from Eternal. And NoRegreT not making a huge swell of lings, actually going for a third base before 3 minutes. All right, third base before 3 minutes here. This is a macro I think I've seen NoRegreT play in quite some time. Macro is strong. Strong with this one. That's fine. That is just fine. We can roll with it. So who... It's a third command center. What is going on right now? Somebody's going to do something that's really stupid in just a second and just straight up lose the game. It's going to happen. I mean, this is a short game. It's a small replay file. This does not go to 15 minutes. It just doesn't. Evolution chamber here. Possibly some kind of late ling drops. Got some 3-wheeled Hellions pushing out here. Boom, 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 boom. See, it has the blue flame up top, but they're not blue flame yet. It's misleading. It's regular flames. But the graphics are lying to you. All right, Double Hellion, where are you at? You got a handful of lings to defend. You got a Baneling Nest coming up here, too. You got a Queen in a nice position to not get surrounded. And another Queen as well. So I feel like you got this thing. 4 Hellions, maybe a little bit more of a problem. 16 lings in production for NoRegreT. Okay, here we go. 16 lings got the Hellions pushing across the map and coming to this third base. Try to do some damage. There's nobody to kill, because NoRegreT knows you shouldn't saturate your third base until you can defend it. And he's not really able to do that right now. But he does have a Queen coming over. He does have a whole ton of Speedlings coming over. And this might be enough to hold this third. But, oh, he wants to be aggressive. No, that leaves your back door open, though. Are the Lings going to come back home against these Hellions? I don't know that they are. The Lings are not coming back home. Look at him still moving across the map here. And this is so much problems. all of the problems here. Lings forced to fight. Drones forced to fight. Queen does take down another Hellion here, so maybe he's got this. Ah, but he runs right on in to the natural base. Who needs to defend with my Zerglings, he says. I'm going to murder all your stuff as is. And defend at home with queens and drones and stuff. Wow. Also, not having that wall was a major problem. SCV's here to fight as well, but there's just too many speedlings. Too many speedlings here. Yes, nope, Marine shows up. Nope, the Ling stream is just consistent here for NoRegreT, continuing to push across the map. It's 14 to 27 Harvesters, and there it is. There's your good game. The Eternal's out, and NoRegreT is your winner here in 5 minutes and 15 seconds. See, I told you that's what was going to happen. All right, so as the Lings come through, it really just kind of boggles the mind how often at these higher levels players don't have their wall up, right? Having that wall up changes everything. You got the wall, get some Hellions back here, get some Marines, get some repair, and you stay alive fairly well. I mean, sure, it's 1 base to 3 at that point. The Hellions probably should have done some better work on the other side of the map, but that's fine. NoRegreT gets the win with a bunch of Zerglings, and that's it for this game. More coming at you in just a second. Welcome back to the Short Games. It's going to be a game between PtitDrogo and Elazer on Odyssey, the latter edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Zerg player, Elazer. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, it is the red Protoss player, PtitDrogo from My Insanity. And France, Elazer is Polish from Kulash here. And let's see how this is going to go down. Very interested. These players are very good. Elazer is one of the best Zerg players in Europe for sure. PtitDrogo, one of the best Protoss players in Europe. So, I mean, this is the best we have to offer to our subscribers here today. 100% for sure. Did I mention that Wardy has a link in the description here? I believe you should click on it. Click on it. See what's up. Follow him on Twitch. He's all over the place doing fun stuff in the StarCraft community. PtitDrogo going for a gateway here. Elazer's going pool first. With no gas and no expansion? It could just be a gasless opening here. I mean, he's got 300 minerals and he's making no moves to do anything with his drones. Okay, there he is. Oh, I want him to make 6 Lings first. It's a 12 pool, 6 Ling opening with an expansion behind it. Oh, that timing was delicious. Why did I question Elazer? Probe scouting, though. You know, probes do this. Protoss likes to worker scout, see exactly what's up on the other side of the map here. And the answer is 1,000,000 Zerglings. Abort mission. Wall off. Do you want to cancel the Nexus? I don't know if you even want to cancel the Nexus. In this position, do you have time to wall off? PtitDrogo sees it coming. He's got time. He's being very just patient about this. Making a quick zealot, has a pylon, and is that a wall? I don't know. I don't know if that's enough. Yeah, the probe's going to have to fight here too. Zealot out. There it is. And yeah, I think Lings can squeeze through. Yes, he thinks that too. So he's got a bunch of probes here holding the line as well. And these Lings are going to have a rough time of it. Rough time of it here. Actually pulling out. Yeah, the Lings maybe going to try to knock down your Cybernetics core. If you're going to sit there, it does force a lot of micro on the Protoss player. If you're going after the Cyber core like this, they have to come out and deal with it. Second Zealot's here now, and I think it's time to engage. Yeah, 2 Zealots against this many Lings with some probe support. I don't know PtitDrogo even necessarily cares anymore. Honestly, it's 21 to 16 Harvesters. PtitDrogo has 2 bases. PtitDrogo has 2 bases here. An Adept is out now. I mean, Adept and 2 Zealots against slow Lings is going to do just fine. Just fine here. Elazer doesn't have enough money to even start speed at this point. So, yeah, what'd you end up killing? Nothing. Nothing has been killed. The 6th pool is averted because of the scout. Because of the probe scout. Just saying, you guys. Worker scouting can save your life in the StarCraft. All right, 2 Adepts pushing out across the map. The Zealots staying home to hold this wall. I don't know about this 2 Adepts. I mean, there's Queens, there's Lings. Elazer is trying to drone up pretty hard to catch up here, but making 2 Zerglings as well. He's not just completely abandoning his defense. Too smart for that. Queen on the edge of the creeps, getting some free shots off on the Adepts. No, follow him back. Follow him back. Try to get that surround. Going to try to avoid getting surrounded, and there's the cancel. So he saw the Lings, he saw the Queens, and said, that's not a good place for me. 10 Lings on the way for Elazer and getting Overlord speed. I don't think he's done. I don't think he's done with the aggression right now. Is he moving out with these Lings? Or are we just going to Some of them are just kind of sitting here. Others are going to move out. Adepts see this, though. They see these dudes heading across the map, and they say, all right, there's some shenanigans. There's some shenanigans here. This Overlord's going to be used for drops, possibly. Drop Lords could be pretty good. Adepts do not want to come in here. They absolutely want to cancel that transfer now. Oh, what? All right, Adepts. You're going to die then, I suppose. Sure, he killed a couple drones. Way to go, but 2 Adepts for 2 drones does not seem worth it. That was a mistake by PtitDrogo. Whether he intended to or not, it was a mistake. All right, so speed Drop Lord action. Look at Elazer just immediately loads that guy. As soon as he pops as a Drop Lord, he's ready to go. Unloading. That's kind of a fun animation getting dropped out of there, isn't it? And here come the Zerglings. And who's ready for this? Shield battery not done yet. Got some sentries, got a zealot. It's enough to actually force a pickup. But who's at the front? A million Zerglings at the front, but PtitDrogo holding here too. Wow, Elazer's aggression is getting essentially 100% shut down. Elazer continuing to push with it, though. Continuing to say, this is something I'd like to do. Send a million Zerglings at PtitDrogo and see how he handles this. Got the Drop Lord, got the single Drop Lord, got a second Drop Lord, got a bunch of Lings at the front here, but we've got Sentries, Adepts, Zealots, a Stalker. Not too many Stalkers, do not overmake Stalkers, even though it'd be good for getting rid of these Drop Lords, right? I feel like it would. All right, here's the unload. The Force Fields have got to be good. Force Field them in there. No Force Fields at all, just kiting. All right. And the Queens. When did he bring Queens over? Oh, I missed that part of it. This is a problem. Guardian Shield does pop. Ling's trying to fight. Force Field's on the Queens, so they can't really go anywhere. Trying to lift more reinforcements up here, but they're just so slow to drop. The Zealots, the Adepts having the time of their lives, but who comes through? The Zerglings come through the front door. Trying to get that surround, but are there enough of them? Is the question. Zealot's going to town. 5 kills on that Zealot before he dies. 6 kills on that Adept, and yes, that's the tap out. Good game, well played from Elazer. Elazer's defeated, and PtitDrogo was victorious. Good hold against some very aggressive play from a very good Zerg player in Elazer. Just beautiful. Beautiful to be sure. All right, one more. Let's do one more of these. I'll try to find some players that you love. We'll be right back. Final game of Short Games compilation will be between Nerchio and Hero here on Catalyst, the Ladder Edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it's the red Zerg player Nerchio against his opponent, the blue Protoss player from Root Gaming. It's Hero. Oh, man. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. 2 of the best players on planet Earth. Nerchio, amazing. Hero, so good. So good at the Protoss race that is... a little bit gimped right now. I'm not going to say it's completely dead. Not completely dead here, but it's in a position that is not great for Protoss players. But Hero continues to fight, continues to be strong, continues to say, I can make this work. I love Protoss. I've always loved Protoss. Let's keep it working here. Nerchio is going hatch first here at 17 supply. Overlord pushing across the map here too. It doesn't really see the need to work or scout, and neither does Hero, which is how you know this is a super stupid high level game, because nobody's worker scouting. That is the indication. I know I rant about this a lot. I get it. All right, there's the extractor from Nerchio at about 17 supply, and here's the spawning pool for Nerchio at about 17 supply. So it is a 17, 17, 17, which does happen sometimes. There are variations, like a 16, 17, 17, or a 17, 16, 17. It just, I don't know. The timings really matter. Depends on what you want to do. Depends on how safe you want to be. When is your pool pop? When can you have Queens here to defend? When can you have Lings out for aggression? All of these things matter and depend on when you actually build that spawning pool, at what supply and at what time. Hero got his expansion well on its way here to Cybernetics Core. Popping down at the front. It is a north-south map, which I like. I like that about Catalyst. It really forces north-south engagements rather than the traditional east-west engagements you see on most of these maps here. Even with cross spawns, I feel like a lot of these are east-west engagements. I don't know. I guess it's just because this opening is facing very southerly, very southerly. I guess is a better way to say it. So nobody's cheesing. Nobody's going proxies. Nobody's going for anything too nuts here. But the fact that Nerchio doesn't have a third base yet, it's a little concerning. I mean, he doesn't have the mineral count for it. He's making some Lings. He's getting speed, getting Queens. Maybe this does tell me he's planning on being a little bit more aggressive. Perhaps more of an Elazer type play, like we saw from the last game in this compilation. Twilight Council opening out of the Hero. Got his double gas running here. His front isn't even necessarily walled off. He's just not worried about Nerchio at all. And there's your third base. All right, so 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's a fine timing. I just jumped the gun a little bit. Figured there should have been one when I was wrong. I was wrong. It happens. It definitely happens to me. Stalkers in production from the hero has in depth. Should be just fine, honestly, about any kind of aggression that Nerchio is going to show in the next couple of minutes here. Especially since Nerchio went for that third base. He's just not in a position to be super crazy aggressive with roaches or ravagers or anything else like that. Ling does get in for a bit of a scout. Okay, teeny tiny scout. Saw the expansion. Saw the pylon, cybernetics core, and gateway. This overlord might have a better chance, but nope. Stalker says, get out. Get out of my home. I will murder you with all of the things. And the overlord complies. The overlord complies. 35 to 33 harvesters. Pretty darn even on that count. And that third base going to pop anytime here as well. So resonating glaives for hero, which means we're going to see a fairly, there's the gateway count. Yeah, fairly big gateway attack, perhaps with just a ton, absolute ton of adepts. Another gateway here too, and there's no scouting this. This is impossible to scout for Nerchio. He doesn't know it's coming. Going to be a big old adept attack with resonating glaives. It can be really good against a player who doesn't have roaches or ravagers. If it's just a Ling Queen thing, you're going to die. Banelings can be useful as well. But I haven't seen a lot of just straight up Baneling openings. Sure, Hydra Baneling is a thing, but the Baneling nest doesn't come until later in that situation. And a Warp Prism for a hero. So Warp Prism, not shenanigans, just going to reinforce at the front with the adepts. And here comes the push. 2 base, massive. How many gateways does he have? Okay, so technically these are starting to warp in. All right, so it is 4 warp gates through 7, 6. Oh, these are going to finish their transition, don't they? Yes, they do. And it's going to be 6 warp gates. 6 warp gates. And here we go. Adepts, their resonating glaives is done. Stalker in the front here as well. He's down 10 workers to the Zerg player, which means he needs to do something and do something fast here. And it is. And they can take down these queens. I'm telling you, resonating glaives adds a lot of DPS to these adepts. Another queen ends up going down. Stalker here fighting here as well. Ling's trying to get that surround up. The adepts don't want to get surrounded. Another warp into the main base, trying to do some stuff. Stalker does go down. Adepts are trying to transferring out to different locations, trying to make sure Nerchio can't keep a handle on everything that's happening here. They find these adepts, or these drones rather, in the corner. Goodbye. Third base is getting... No, they don't get cleaned up. They leave an adept behind. 20 workers have gone down. It's 28 to 38, and Nerchio says, I'm out. Out! Nerchio is defeated in 5 minutes and 31 seconds, and Hero is your final victor of this short games compilation. Yeah, excellent, excellent push there. You can study that build out of Hero. Might work out. Might work out for you on the ladder. I mean, it's not something he came up with. Absolutely not, but executed just absolutely perfectly there. I mean, 2,000 resources lost for Nerchio and 7,000 for Hero. It ended up being 20 drones, 35 Lings, and 3 queens for 5 adepts and a stalker. It's pretty good. Pretty good, strong push there. And like I said, you got to have Banelings or Roaches or Ravagers. Ling Queen, which generally good against adepts. Not when there are that many adepts. Not when it's a 7-gate adept all in and they have a resonating glaives. It's a completely different picture at that point. So that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another Pro Short Games compilation. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and a Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.